Hi everyone, welcome to another Mastercam tutorial from CamForce. In this tutorial, we will guide you to understand the different plunging options while machining a pocket. Normally, the pocket machining is a material removal process from a closed region. Tool need to plunge vertically, that is depth of cut, before moving the XY motions. While plunging the tool vertically, the excess load will act on the tool and it will affect the tool life badly. To overcome this, normally we reduce the plunge rate, but this will result increase in cycle time. To balance the tool life and cycle time, the industries follows a different plunging option while machining a pocket. The first option is defining a custom plunge point. We define custom plunge point from geometry, add, from the wireframe, take point, then define the point where you need to align the plunge moves. Click OK and regenerate. This is the best option when you have a pre-drilled holes or any machined area. Now we can increase the plunge rate because we are plunging on the holes. From the back plot, it is clear that plunges are taken on the defined point for every depth of cut. Now we will move to the second option, that is helical entry. Helix and ramp are used when you doesn't have a pre-drilled hole. Helix will generate a circular motion with constant step down. To enable this, go to the entry motions under roughing tab, select Helix. The maximum radius value should be less than the tool radius. Otherwise, you will get leftover material on the center. I will use 40% of tool radius and minimum radius also the same. Set clearance is the clearance where helix starts. I give 0.5 mm. XY clearance is the gap between the wall and helix. I give 5 mm. Finally, the plunge angle. This is a set step down angle for the helix motions. I will give it as 2 degrees. Now we can observe that helix is generated 5 mm away from the wall. All the plunging motions are converted into helix entry motion. But you can observe that after taking helix, tools goes to center for starting the rough motion. We can also specify helix entry point by adding the point. I will define the pocket center and enable center on entry point options from the helix. This will give the result that helix motions aligned with the custom point defined. Ramp entry. Ramp entry is another option used for avoid direct plunging. This will give a linear XY movement with constant step down. Go to entry motion and enable ramp, the minimum and maximum linear length. I choose 2 times of cutter diameter, that is 200%. Set clearance is the same as helix. Here we have plunge angle zig and sag motions, 2 degrees. We can also align the ramp with entry custom point defined. Now we can see that every plunge motion is converted into ramp entry motions. We can also specify the XY angle if the ramp need any particular rotation. This option is used while angular profiles, but better to use auto angle option while machining angular profiles. Mastercam chooses the right angle suitable for the geometry. So the conclusion is avoid the direct plunging for better tool life and the cycle time. Define custom plunging if the profile is having a pre-drilled holes. Otherwise, we recommend to use helix entry for every profile. Use ramp entry where the helix entry is not possible, such as narrow pockets and slots. That's all for this session. Hope you understand well. The 3D model file can be downloaded from description. For new tutorials, subscribe our channel. Happy learning. Bye-bye.